What's happening, Kings? This video is a continuation of what we did earlier in class today. Okay, so as you see, I went ahead and completed the rest of Objective 9 for you. So for those that had, tried it by yourself, be sure to look at this. These values right here, J prime, A prime, and N prime are your prime notations. I don't know how that happens now. Okay, so be sure to look. These are your prime notations, so you can look for these for review. Now, for 10, we see that the translation rule goes as follows. 3 units to the right and 4 units up, meaning 3 units is on you'll be changing the notations for Z, I, and V. 3 units to your right, which is positive, okay? And for the y-axis, it'll go 4 units up. So that's your NZ. And the notation Z is going to be negative 3 is going to go up 4 units. In notation Y, I, negative 2 is going to go up about 4 units. And then in notation V, negative 4 is going to go up by 4 units. All right, and remember, units to the left are negative, units to the right are positive, units up is positive, and units down is negative on that y-axis. So, as you see right here, we went ahead and took negative 4x and negative 3 for the y and added those rules. So if we're doing that, negative 4 plus 3 will give us negative 1. And that is our prime notation x. For y, negative 3 right here plus 4 units up, okay, will give us 1. Now, the new prime notation value for z is negative 1, 1. And you can see that on a graph. But right, like I said earlier, we're not really going to focus on graphs. So going towards prime notation I, we see that the x value was normally negative 2. We're going to take it 3 units to the right. Okay. And the same for here. We see that also the original value for on the y-axis was negative 2. It is also going to go up 4 units. Okay. Giving our prime notation of I to be negative 2 plus 3, which is 1. And negative 2 plus 4 for our y-axis will give us 2. Okay. So take a minute and pause this video and see if you can get the prime notation for V and see if it follows once you resume. There you have it. Lastly, we're going to do the flip side of this to make sure that you understand how to write rules. What you will use is you'll be sure to, how we use our examples. You always have your original notation, which is signified by regular B, E, and L. Differences or changes in that notation are represented by B, E, and L prime. B prime, E prime, and L prime. And you notice that you see the little asterisk. Okay, the little asterisk will tell you that there's been a difference. So the whole goal of this is to write a rule to describe each chain, each transformation. So we're going to go for L. We see that L is at the origin, which is represented by 0, 0. And if you were to look at L prime, you notice that it went 4 units to the left and 2 units up. All right. If we were tracking that rule, we'll see that X is going to the left by 4 and went up by 2. Okay. Try 14 on your own.